Hello everyone, welcome to the Skill Talk. In today's video, we will be discussing about machine failure modes using the bathtub curve. So the people who are listening this term first time, bathtub curve may sound little bit technical, but don't worry, we will be breaking down in a very simple language and we will be taking some practical examples to have a easy understanding for this topic. So let's start. What is this bathtub curve? Imagine there is a shape of bathtub. So the curve initially it start high and it drops in the middle and then again rise in the end. So this curve normally shows that how typically the machine fails over the entire lifetime. So what we will do, we will be dividing this graph into three phases, so it will be a little bit easy for us to understand. So the first phase is the deep down, that is the curve which starts from high and goes down, right? So these type of machines which fails in this region is known as early failure. So you can say that right after the installation, or you can say the infant mortality, right? So the second phase will be the stable one, that is the middle part of the bathtub curve. So that indicates the machine is stable, the life is stable and machine is running smoothly. And the last part, that is that is again lifting up, represents the machines that fail after certain age, or you can say that after maybe 2 years lifespan or maybe the 5-year lifespan. So depends on that. So let's discuss this phases one by one. So the phase 1 is the early failure, which is also known as the infant mortality. So what happened in this phase, that a machine fails, for example, just after the installation or you can say the commissioning, right? So normally why this machine fails in the initial stage? So the reason can be maybe the installation was not proper, or maybe some part is defective, or maybe some mistake done during the maintenance. Maybe the clearances of the bearings are not proper, maybe the alignment is not proper. So there can be any reason for that, right? So let's take one real example for better understanding. For example, a brand new pump motor, for example, it burns in the first week, or maybe in the first day, right? So when we did the RCA, we found out that the machine was not properly aligned, right? So what is the reason for the failure? The reason for the infant failure is that the machine is not properly aligned. So can we avoid this? So the answer is yes, we can avoid this if we will be using the proper tools, or maybe the technician should be well trained. So for example, if they will be using the laser alignment kit for doing the alignment, so definitely they can avoid this failure. So this is such kind of failures will come in the phase 1, this known as the early failures. So now move to the second phase. So the second phase is known as the stable operation, or you can say it's a very random failure. So in the bathtub, if you imagine that how the bathtub looks like, so this the middle portion, that which is known as the stable portion, it's a very long straight line, or you can say in the machine which falls under this phase, they actually fails very randomly, right? So what can cause such kind of failures? So these failures can be due to various numerous reasons, right? So it can be improper lubrication, it can be maybe sudden power fluctuation, or it can be the very dirty environment, or you can say the humid environment, or it can be some operator mistake, or suddenly something comes up, something stuck in between, right? So there can be any reason for this sudden failure. So let's take one example also in this, that for example, one gearbox is running, okay, it's running very fine for 1 year or maybe the 2 years, but suddenly without any sign it suddenly fails, right? The failure can be due to the maybe, let's assume that it's because of the oil contamination. So now again the question will come, that can we avoid this? So yes, we can avoid this if we will be using the proper condition monitoring technique here, like for example a vibration analysis or maybe the oil analysis. So in this case, if we did the oil analysis samples regularly, collection of the samples regularly, and did the analysis of that, so we can find well ahead that this oil is contaminated, right? Let's discuss now the last one, that is the wear out failure, or you can say the end of life, or you can also say that the machine has attained its almost its full life, right? So how such kind of failure happens? This kind of failure happens, slowly degradation of the material, or you can say the aging of the machine, right? So the machine, the aging can be for the gears, or can be because of the bearings, or can be some kind of a rubber seal, or can be some kind of coupling, right? So let's take here also one example. Let's assume one fan which is running for maybe 5 or 7 years, and it just have a failure because of the bearing. And after doing the inspection, we found out that the bearing is failed because of its aging. So this is one example for the how this end of life, or you can say the wear out failures happen in the machines. So can we avoid this? Yes, this can also be avoided by using the preventive maintenance technique, that by the experience or by the type of machine, you should have the idea that okay, this machine part normally fails after this much of time period. So you can plan for such machines a preventive maintenance. Overall, the thing is this, that we should use the right approach at the right time, so that we can save a lot of time, cost, breakdowns, and we can have a more productivity from our machines. So when research carried out on random machines, so what conclusion came out from there is this, that most of the machines, or you can say around 85 to 90% of machines shows the behavior of random failure. So overall conclusion which came out was this, that a plant should have all type of maintenance, depends on the type of machine and the type of failure. So there should be always the combination of you can say the precision maintenance and the predictive, preventive, run to failure, so that we should have few surprises and our machine should perform better. So now we conclude our topic, that is the type of machine failures using the Bathtub curve. So make sure to like, subscribe and share this video with your team. Until next time, keep your machines healthy and your maintenance sharp. Thank you and bye.